Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Teresa Giudice mistakes Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay as famous singer. Recently, Real Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice made a mistake when addressing another famous person. Unfortunately, when she saw the Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay, she confidently yelled out the wrong name even though the two have previously interacted. However, she at least gave her some kudos by thinking she was a very specific, highly recognizable singer, businesswoman, and actress. Teresa Giudice was excited to see Rachel Lindsay but got her name wrong. On a recent episode of the Ringer reality TV podcast, Rachel Lindsay spilled some tea about RHONG star Teresa Giudice. While she says that she and Teresa had met during an extra interview, she was unfortunately not memorable enough for Teresa to get her name right when seeing her in public. Seemingly, she couldn't quite put her finger on who Rachel was, but confidently yelled out a popular singer's name instead. Although it was terribly awkward, Rachel explains how she handled the mistaken identity with grace. Teresa Giudice mistakes the Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay as famous singer. During BravoCon, Teresa Giudice and Rachel Lindsay had a strange interaction. When Rachel was greeted by Teresa, she yelled out, "Rihanna," with great excitement. While Rachel Lindsay loves Rihanna, she wasn't expecting to be in the middle of a case of false identity. Undeniably, Rachel was confused when Teresa called out the wrong name from across the room while referring to her. Recalling the embarrassing exchange, Rachel says on the Ringer reality TV podcast, "Teresa thought I was Rihanna." Rachel recalls, actually screamed when she saw me. Although it was awkward, Rachel thinks that Teresa was very genuine in her error. True to Rachel's character, she didn't take it too personally. Admittedly, showing her maturity, the Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay says, "She mistook me for another black person, and I still liked her." Notably, Rachel was revisiting an event from years prior. It was behind the stage at BravoCon 2 years ago. Further telling the story, she thought Rihanna was hosting the panel that she was on, and I was like, no. But she knew I looked familiar because I had interviewed her with Extra, and in her mind it was like, oh, this must be Rihanna. Rachel explains that Teresa and the pop star would talk through DMs at that time, so she was truly ecstatic to see her in person. However, ever since the misunderstanding, Rachel Lindsay and Teresa Giudice have made it a funny inside joke. Anytime they see each other, Rachel says Teresa will yell, "Rihanna," as a laughing nod to the mix-up. Furthermore, Rachel shares, "We turn it into something fun." While Rachel could have made it into a bigger deal since she was stereotyped, she didn't. She chose to take the higher ground and just accept that sometimes people make mistakes. Teresa Giudice, the queen bee of the Garden State and a veteran of the Real Housewives of New Jersey has been in the spotlight for years, but not always for her sharp sense of pop culture. This time though, she's really outdone herself. In an incident that will undoubtedly go down in reality TV history, Teresa made the mistake of confusing former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay with a famous singer, and the internet has had a field day ever since. It all started at a star-studded charity gala in New York City, where the who's who of reality television and beyond had gathered for a night of glitz, glam, and giving back. Teresa, always one to make an entrance, arrived in a shimmering gown that hugged her curves in all the right places. Her hair, styled in voluminous waves, was as big as her personality, and her smile was wide as she floated through the crowd. Teresa had just wrapped up a conversation with her longtime friend and fellow housewife Dolores Catania when she spotted Rachel Lindsay across the room. Now, Teresa wasn't exactly a die-hard fan of The Bachelorette but she'd seen enough of the show to recognize Rachel's face, or so she thought. With her signature swagger, Teresa strutted over to Rachel, who was standing near the bar, deep in conversation with a few other guests. As Teresa approached, Rachel turned, her radiant smile lighting up the room. Teresa extended her hand and greeted her with all the confidence of someone who was absolutely certain she knew who she was talking to. "Girl, I just have to say," Teresa began, her voice dripping with enthusiasm, "I'm such a huge fan. I can't believe I'm meeting you in person. Your music has gotten me through so many tough times." Rachel blinked, a polite but puzzled expression crossing her face. "Thank you, I think. I'm glad to hear that, she replied, trying to figure out if Teresa was being serious, or if this was some sort of strange joke. But Teresa wasn't done. I mean, your voice is just amazing. And that song, what was it? Bleeding Love? Oh my God, I played that on repeat for like a year. You're just incredible, Leona. For a moment, there was silence. The kind of silence that usually precedes something either very funny or very awkward. Unfortunately for Teresa, it was the latter. Rachel Lindsay, ever the gracious one, let out a soft chuckle. Oh, thank you, but I think you've got me confused with someone else. I'm Rachel Lindsay, from The Bachelorette. Teresa's face froze as the realization slowly dawned on her. Her eyes widened, and a slight blush crept up her cheeks. Wait, you're not Leona Lewis? She stammered, her confidence suddenly evaporating. No, I'm definitely not Leona Lewis, Rachel replied, still smiling but clearly amused by the mix-up. I'm a reality TV star, not a singer. Teresa, ever the trooper, tried to laugh it off. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I mean, you're both so beautiful, and I just got all mixed up, she said, flustered but determined to recover from the blunder. By this point, a few onlookers had noticed the exchange and were struggling to contain their laughter. Teresa, feeling the eyes on her, quickly shifted gears. Well, Rachel, it's still an honor to meet you. You were amazing on The Bachelorette, and hey, maybe one day you'll record an album and prove me right. Rachel laughed, clearly charmed by Teresa's attempt to turn the situation around. Who knows, maybe I will. But for now, I'll stick to TV. The two women shared a hug, and Teresa, still red-faced but smiling, excused herself to go find a drink. As she walked away, she couldn't help but cringe at the thought of how that moment would play out on social media. She knew the Housewives fans and haters would have a field day with this one. And she was right. By the next morning, clips of the interaction were all over the internet, with fans of both Real Housewives and The Bachelorette chiming in. Some couldn't believe Teresa had confused Rachel with Leona Lewis, while others found the whole thing hilariously endearing. Classic Teresa, one fan tweeted. Only she could mix up a reality star with a pop star and still somehow make it work. Others were more critical. How do you not know who Rachel Lindsay is? She was all over the news. Another user wrote, Teresa really needs to get out more. But as always, Teresa took it all in stride. In an Instagram post later that day, she poked fun at herself, sharing a photo of Leona Lewis with the caption, Still love your music, girl. #oops, my bad. Rachel Lindsay, for her part, handled the situation with her usual grace. She even posted a light-hearted message on her Instagram story, tagging Teresa and adding, no hard feelings. Let's collab on that album someday. The incident quickly became one of those legendary Housewives moments that fans would talk about for years to come. Teresa's mix-up was pure reality TV gold, unfiltered, unscripted, and absolutely unforgettable. In the end, Teresa's blunder didn't hurt her one bit. If anything, it only added to her reputation as one of the most entertaining women in reality television. After all, it's not every day you get to see a housewife mistake bachelorette for a pop star, and manage to make everyone laugh along the way. As the buzz around the gala incident eventually faded, Teresa moved on to her next adventure, undoubtedly with a few more names and faces firmly etched in her memory. But for those who witnessed that unforgettable moment, Teresa's mix-up would forever be a reminder of why she's such a beloved, and sometimes hilariously out-of-touch icon in the world of reality TV.